We have breaking news this evening from the world of Formula One, where failed football and baseball manager Aussie Villain has announced he will be turning his focus to the sport. Now, there's a press conference just about to get underway, so let's go and join in live. Yeah, I mean, look, mate, if we can't beat Mazepin, then we might as well just give up and go home. Yeah. Alright, thank you, everybody. Thank you, and welcome to Aussie Villain Racing. It's an exciting new era of Formula One, and well, everybody involved, I can tell you we are all very, very excited to get started. Now, before we reveal our car that will be competing in this year's World Championship, I'm willing to take a few questions. So yeah, Chaz Hogan, Australian journalist. Now listen here, mate, you've never been anywhere near a race car in your life. What on earth makes you think at the age of 38 you can go and jump in a Formula One car? Yeah, Chaz, look, age is just a number, as you know. I mean, I've never felt better, I've never felt fitter. You know, I walked up the stairs to get here today, didn't take the elevator, and I only had to stop once. You know, I'm down to 2.5 chins. Fit as a fiddle, never felt younger. And besides, I'm not even the oldest driver out there. Yeah, Nico Heinsberger, German Deutschland reporter. Now, which engine will you be choosing? Yeah, look, mate, I mean, we had 4 very good offers on the table. But ultimately, as a team, we've decided that Mercedes was the way to go. Vladimir Popov, reporter from Zima the Lasha. Who will be your teammate this season? Yeah, look, I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't convince Mark Webber out of retirement, but there were a number of good young drivers out there as well. And so for this season, we've decided to go with Artem Markelov. So hopefully he's going to keep me on my toes. He's a driver I've admired watching him in Formula 2. And, yeah, hopefully he takes this opportunity and grabs it with both hands. Now, if that's all the questions that we have, let's unveil AVR's 2021 Challenger. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 1 of a brand new series, Aussie Villain Racing. We're getting ready to take on Formula 1, and there it is, our challenger for that first year, the old claret and blue of Aston Villa. Go on, boys. And a little bit of black in there, which is, well, it's, if you've watched my channel, that's sort of my, I guess, my branding colours, isn't it? But there we go, that is our challenger, and there's a little bit to catch you up on as the game decides to scroll ahead a little bit here. First up, though, we're going to do YouTube admin. If you are brand new to the channel, thanks to this series, welcome aboard. Make sure that you are subscribing, ring the bell to get notified when I upload new videos, and of course make sure everybody hits thumbs up for this one, please. It obviously helps the YouTube algorithm find the video so more people can find the series, which is excellent. Now let's have a quick look here. Now, I am brand new to this game. I haven't played Formula 1 games probably since the late 90s, so this is going to be interesting when it comes to driving. But this is basically our team behind the scenes. What we've done, you can see there, we've done some pre-season merchandise sales and some ad campaigning. So that's basic, I don't know, try and build up some excitement for the team. So that is that. Now, if we go and have a look at facilities, everything is, as you would imagine, more or less bare minimum. We did use up the pre-game interview with Will Buxton to get a little bit of an update on the chassis thing there. So we're Spec 1. I don't really know what Spec 1 means. What I should probably say at this point as well, so if you want really good competitive, you know, sim racing that people know what they're doing, are going to set good lap times, not for you. This is going to be a little bit of fun. I'm going to crash, I'm going to stuff things up, and you can all laugh at me and hopefully have fun doing so. If we go and have a quick look at the R&D, research and development, I'll go through the settings that I have in a second as well. Yeah, so we'll go through that in just a second. But you can see there we're surprisingly high up the development thing. Now, I did go with the Mercedes engine, as you heard in the press conference there. The reason being, I think we needed the best engine. I think it was just a bit of a no-brainer. It was a bit of an easy thing for us to get to make sure that we were going to be competitive, or as competitive as we could be straight off the bat. So if we're going to have a look at vehicle, we can see there's, let's say somewhere that we're Mercedes. Anyway, we are, just trust me, we've got a Mercedes. The gearbox, we can, oh, we've gone too far. We're going to hit the wrong button. There we go. There's our gearbox. Tire allocation, we'll deal with that. That's something for another day. If we go and have a quick look now across at corporate, this is our first sponsor, and you can see that our goal for them for the season, where does it say that? Basically, we've got to not come last. So the goal is beat Haas, basically, or maybe Williams. That is what we're hoping to do. And yeah, hopefully we'll do that without a problem. Our teammate for this first season is Artem Markelov. There was, I mean, if you've played the game before, there's a number of sort of Formula 2 drivers you could get. The reason I got Markelov is that his rating was fairly high. His focus was I think, the highest. The only other one that tempted me was Guanju Zhou, I think it was, who was slightly higher rated, but everything else was a little bit lower. So anyway, I like Artem Markelov. I thought he's a really good overtaker, so we'll go with him and to kind of see what happens. The driver market, we're not going to be able to worry about that for a little while yet. I think the driver market, I think it opens mid-season, doesn't it? So who we'll be able to get is questionable, to be honest. I tell you what, 4.5 million. I'm looking at Pierre Gasly already, thinking, yes, if you'd like to come and join us, mate, that would be brilliant. But we'll wait and see what happens there. But yeah, you can see all the other drivers. I mean, this will be an exciting part as we get things underway. Yeah, there's Guanju Zhou there. He was the one I was tempted. He was a little bit more than Markelov. And I just basically like Markelov, so I thought, let's go with him. But yeah, there's all the other drivers that we can always make a change as well. We know we're not stuck by any means with having Mazepan. I saw Mazepan's name there. By having Markelov, we can get whoever we want at any point, I would imagine. There's Markelov down there. So you can see he's kind of, I mean, yeah, we didn't have all these guys as options, but he's fine. He'll do a good job for us, I hope, anyway. The finances, we have spent a little bit of cash, I think. You can see, have we spent a little bit of cash? I think we spent a little bit of cash. We're getting a little bit of money in, though. I really wish I knew where it said what the sponsor's goal was. It was to just come second last, come 10th in the constructors, basically. Financial history, we can see there we've got a little bit of money to get things underway. Customization, that is all that kind of stuff that doesn't really matter. Standings are irrelevant at this point, but hopefully we will not be at the bottom, as I said. We'll deal with this when that comes around. And driver details, what have I done there? I've hit the wrong button again. Jesus Christ, come on, get your act together. And driver details, you can see me there. Our abbreviated name will be VIL. Our car number is 82. Nickname is Old Timer. And yeah, we can see, well, we'll kind of keep an eye on this, but I suspect there's going to be a lot of zeros towards the top of that list for probably the entire series, to be honest. I guess we should probably go do some car racing, shouldn't we? So we'll skip ahead and I will see you in Bahrain. Oh, one thing I should probably mention if we click back here is we have done one upgrade so far. You can see there that it should be ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and that is we have gone with some tire wear reducing roll dampers. So hopefully that works out for us. Does it say there what it's going to do? You can see there it's minor. We'll find out in Bahrain. See you there, guys. Alright, so here we go. It is time to go to the Bahrain race weekend. Now, as I said, I want to sort of be a little bit open here, but I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. As I said, I'm not necessarily a great sim racer. If we have a look here at the assists that I have on, we have got, what have we got on here? Anti-lock brakes are on because I don't... We'll see how we go with that. Traction control I've had to put on medium because otherwise I just spin up the rear wheels. The only other thing, I do have gearbox on automatic. I'm not going to be able to talk through the races and drive and change gears. That's too much for me. So that, you can see we've got the pit assist on there as well, so we don't get stupid penalties for me not concentrating. So those are the assists that we have on. In terms of the rules here, we have all the... It's just basically should be just normal. Safety, I'm tempted to put it on high, but... we'll get to the race length and that in a second. I'll show you why we don't necessarily want safety cars all the time. Simulation settings. What I've done is I'm trying to play around with what is best so that basically I'm competitive with my teammates. So we're not going to be winning the races straight away. So I've put it on 75. When I was sort of practicing and testing things out, 70 was a little bit too easy, and I think 80 was maybe a little bit too hard. So we'll try 75 and we'll sort of just go from there. You guys let me know if you think it's a little bit too easy, and we'll go up from there. Other things here, you can see we've got car damage on fuel mode. Low fuel mode is on hard. Don't know what that means, but race starts, we're going to be doing them myself, and that is that. Anything else here we need to... The weather we've got on approximate, so it's sort of more real life. You don't want to know exactly what's happening because that's unrealistic, really. And career settings, is this the one with the race distance? I don't even know if I've looked at this before. Oh, there we go. So that's right, that's what I wanted to show you. So I've just got everything basically set to default, but we can have mechanical failures because that's part of it, isn't it? And again, we can change this as we go if we need to, if it's a little bit too difficult or a little bit too easy, perhaps. I don't think it's going to be easy for me. But there we go. So that is that. Now, the race weekend, we've got it set for normal qualifying and 25% race distance. So I'll basically just show the whole race. But let's go to Bahrain. So here we are in the, is it the garage or wherever we are? We've got, I'm assuming that's Artem Markelov across from us. If we go and have a quick look here and see what the weekend is going to bring for us. If we go over to messages, we can see that we've got the developments that are on the car that we've done. I think some of those, because of maybe the difficulty level that we had it on, have been done for us. So that's good. We had, what did we have? We had the dampers, which should have been finished as well. Anyway, and the weather, we can see there, it's Bahrain, we're in the desert, there is essentially no chance of rain, so that's good, because I don't know how I'm going to go with the rain if and when that happens. So, that is everything. I will see you after some free practice, and we'll go qualify. Okay, well, welcome to qualifying. We've done free practice. We have done a little bit better than I thought we would. What I've done also is I've boosted the skill level up, so we're at the very top of whatever the skill level is we are currently at. So we've gone from 75 up to 79, 80 you go up to the next skill level. We're in FP1. We've been looking as though there is a chance we could get through. We've been inside the top, the top little bit. What is it? 16? 16 up. That's through Q1. So we're looking as though we might be half a chance. Brake for the last corner. Let's get around there and let's put our foot to the floor. Let's get the battery power going. Let's open DRS and let's see what we can do. Now, of course, we've got a long time to wait to try to pick our moment to brake here. Just after the 150-meter board. Roll it into turn 1 on the accelerator nice and slowly. We've got a little bit wide there. That's not ideal. Open DRS and let's go. Now, this corner is very tricky. I've had a little bit of problems with it. We brake at the footpath there. We turn her in. We get on the gas. I've undercooked that, haven't I? Could have gone much, much faster into that. Now, let's see if we can get this in 5th gear, over the curb, onto the outside there. Let's get the braking done, turn her in, hit the apex. Oh, look at that, nicely done, slowly on the gas. And now for the trickiest corner in Formula 1, I think, this one. I get this way, way wrong, more than I get it right, but we've just about got it that time. Didn't open DRS, there we go, now we've got that open. Pick our marker here about now, turn her in, we want to be in 4th gear, get on the gas. This is a little bit scruffy, isn't it? It's not ideal. Let's see if we can turn her in, don't hit that inside curve, that spins you, I learnt that in free practice. On the gas nice and early, get the battery going again. We probably could have had battery power a little bit more, I forgot I had that, to be honest. And we'll go into here, we'll get on the brakes, we'll get her turned in. On the gas nice and early, a little bit late there perhaps. Get DRS open and let's see what we've done. Where are we going to be sitting? We've done what have we done? We're a second off the pace. We're way behind Schumacher, so let's go again. We've got a Red Bull coming out in front of us, which isn't ideal. Who am I kidding? They're going to drive off into the distance. Let's not worry about the Red Bull. Let's take the battery off a bit. Look, we're almost a second up on our lap though, which is nice. Oh, I've gone wide, you idiot. Alright, let me concentrate through this bit. Oh, keep her in bounds, there we go. Brake, turn, I'm late on the brakes, we're too late, we're deep. Everybody wave at the apex. Nowhere near that.
1 lap of fuel remaining.
Let's try and get on the battery power, give us a little bit of a boost to make up for lost time. Can I nail this? Oh my god, that's the best I think I've ever taken that. On the accelerator. DRS, battery power. We're a second and a half up. We're coming for you, Mick Schumacher. Alright. A little bit late on the brakes, but I think we just about got away with that. Turn her in. And let's see if we can nail this as well. Make a lot of time on the exit of this corner. That's not too bad. Battery power on. If we can nail this last corner, we might be on for quite a decent lap here. I'm too early on the brakes. Oh, I f***ed it up. This is the sort of you give me. How do we do? Hey, we're up to 5th. Go on, son. Okay, so we can see how the session ended up. Did we get through with that time? We did. Now, Markelov he's quite a bit slower than us, isn't he? I wonder if that's an acceptable delta between us and them, or if that's a little bit much and we maybe need to boost up the skill level. Yeah, that's questionable. Anyway, let's get into FP2. Alright, here we go. Into the last corner. First lap of FP2. Now, unfortunately, what we can't do is change the skill level mid-session. the thing is that as you saw at the start there, our car is actually quite competitive. It's right in the midfield, so to be where we are is not necessarily outperforming the car, but what we don't want to do is make it too easy for ourselves and then be massively faster than our teammate, because that's really the only way we can determine how we're doing relative to him. Probably need to take the battery power off there, don't I? Oh, I've stuffed that up. You can hopefully see why I can't go into like the full skill level, because I'm just not good enough. I'm all over the shop. Oh, we binned it. And that's the end of FP2.
That was a big one.
No,
Confirm you're okay,
Q2.
please.
So there I am. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm annoyed with myself. Oh, unbelievable. Well, the first crash, that's always a nice one, isn't it? So let's go and see how qualifying ended up there. We've obviously been knocked out. Now, I don't know if that's going to mean we have to start from the pit lane or anything, but there we go. We're going to be starting P16, so let's get to the race.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Sainz, Vettel, Leclerc and Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Pierre Gasly and Ocon, Raikkonen, Oldtimer, Antonio Giovinazzi and Mick Schumacher, Markelov, Mazepin, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, I've got the sun out of my eyes now. That was silly, wasn't it? Didn't realize that was happening. Alright, let's have a look at the race strategy here. What do we want to do? Okay, I'm thinking, what I usually like to do, if I'm honest, is invert the strategy, start on the harder compound, and then come flying through at the end. So we might look to do that if I can figure out how to do that. Toggle, there we go, edit strategy. So I think what we'll do is we will start on the medium, and then we'll come in and we'll put on the soft. And then we can really sprint to the end. And I mean, we'll be a little bit defensive at the start, but yeah, I think that's what I usually like to do, particularly if we're starting back here. I mean, are we going to score points today? Probably not. I'll be happy if I don't bin it again, completely honest. But let's get out there. We're good to go, please, game. And let's get this race underway. Now, I've got to learn how to do a start. We've got to hold the clutch, get some revs going, and we're away. We're away, we're away, we're away. A little bit too much wheel spin there from Mr. Aussie Villain. And what we don't want to do, of course, is smash into everybody in the first corner. But let's have a go at them. There we go. We've got a Aston Martin. He's hit me. He's hit me. Vettel, you hit me, you bastard. Oh, no, we're going to spin it again. All right, let's not hit Stroll.
Be careful with the front wing.
And let's maybe get some battery power. It looks like we've got a little bit of front wing damage there. Now, of course, as I say, we're up to P12. What we've got to remember here is that we're on the medium tyre, so everybody else around us on the soft is going to be faster right now. So don't panic that people are driving off. That would have happened anyway. All right, now let's not spin it here, please. Easy does it. Easy does it. There we go. All right, I think we're settling in here. Too much acceleration mid-corner there. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Brake too early, then accelerate again into the corner before braking for a second time. That's usually, I don't think that's how the pros do it. Fourth gear, can we get away with fourth gear? We probably needed to be in third gear there. Now, Stroll might have a bit of damage there. He is holding up a nice train, which might give us a chance to get away here. One thing I did do, actually, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, I did put the skill level up to 80, so that puts us from hard up to expert. So hopefully that will make it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, but we'll see how we go here. We might be in for a bit of a boring race. The good news is that it was 14 laps. So we'll do the whole thing, and hopefully we'll do okay here. Get on the brakes. If we can stay relatively close here to Vettel. Now, one thing that might hold us back, if the front wing is damaged, I do wonder a little bit if we're going to have to change the front wing in the pit stop, and that's going to cost us time, obviously. But if we can stay relatively close to those cars in front of us, put the soft tyres on at the end. Oh, that's a f*** up. There's a lot more swearing in these videos, isn't there? I'm going to have to get the beeper going. Oh dear, we've got an Alpine behind us, so Stroll must have damage. We've got Ocon behind us. And as we've already seen, I mean, these guys are just better than I am. Let's get on the battery power here. He is on the soft tyre as well, so that's, again, something that might come back to us a little bit as the race goes on. Okay, come on. Good exit, Aussie Villain. Come on then. There we go. Alright, there we go. That's not too bad. Now, DRS will open at the end of this lap, won't it? The thing with a 14-lap race, now the tyres, I think, should degrade at a higher speed, obviously, or else... Oh dear, that's not a good exit. That's not a good exit. Otherwise, obviously, no one would need to stop. You'd all be on softs and just go to the end.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and
Where,
in the DRS zone.
I'm not going to have to worry about 1 second of the car in head. What we do have to worry about is the car behind us. Oh dear. Oh dear. And I've ripped the steering wheel off the desk as well. That's not good. Get the battery power going again. Stay behind me, Ocon. Okay. Oh dear. I need the pit stop to come so I can tighten the steering wheel back up. Keep it on the desk. Alright, fourth gear. Stay off that inside curve. That's nicely done. Alright. I can see we've done a personal best first sector. Now this is where we could be in a little bit of trouble because I suck at this corner and then we've got DRS at the end of it. I'll tell you what, that's roughly as good as I've ever taken that in my life. Get on the battery power. Ocon looks like he's dropping back, so we'll get off the battery power. Alright. Oh, we've gone a little wide there. Oh, we've gone very wide there. Oh dear. And yet somehow this is probably only a fastest lap because look at the train we have. We have a trolley train. We are officially the block in the drain. And I suspect we might have some trouble with DRS down this straight. We're on the battery power. We've got the Mercedes engine. It's keeping the Renault at bay. We'll go defensive. I'm way too deep. Way too deep. And we're going to get the cut back from Ocon. What I don't want to do is spin it like we did in qualifying. There goes Esteban.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
We're down to 13th. Let's go on. Oh, yeah, no, too deep again. Too deep. Trying to go too fast. Alonso's on our outside. This is trouble. Oh,
Check
Alonso.
your MFD for a new strategy option.
Alright, we know what we're going to do there, because I feel like that was Alonso's fault, is, we'll do a flashback, and we don't want to end it like that. So let's pick it up there. And what we might do this time is maybe just let Fernando go. Learn our lesson. And I won't always do flashbacks, you saw that in qualifying, but we don't want to end the race like that. Not episode 1.
The side pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperature. Cooling may be adversely affected.
Oh, but all sorts of damage. This is... Oh, and I've stuffed up that corner again. It was all going so well in qualifying. Oh, we got DRS. It was all going so well in qualifying, wasn't it? But we're back down to P14, which is still ahead of where we qualified, so I suppose it's not too bad. We've got who's behind us? Raikkonen and Giovinazzi. We've got the Alfa Romeos behind us. That's Verstappen setting fastest laps of the race. Let's see if we can stay in DRS of Alonso here. Let's get on the battery. Are we within a second? Right now we're within a second. That was actually not too bad out of that last corner, was it? I don't actually know that we want to overtake Alonso, because I think he is probably still faster than us. We make him go to... We'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll open DRS. We'll go again. We just need to stay away from Alonso, I think, don't we? That's the key here. Alright. That's better.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Someone in front of us, or that incident, they just preempting my incident? The reason I'm doing the flashbacks is, I mean, I want to have damage on so that you can't just punt cars off, even subconsciously. But I mean, at this point, I'm still learning the game. I don't want to end races like that. But I'm sure you like to laugh at me as I run into the back of cars needlessly, so we'll leave them in the video. I don't want to pretend I'm something I'm not either. Like, obviously... Oh...
The bodywork's taken a few scrapes. Try not to make it any worse.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this is okay. If we can stay near Alonso, he can kind of drag us along with a bit of DRS. And of course, we do have the Mercedes as well, and that's kind of why I wanted to have a Mercedes. It is a little bit more than, say, I mean, obviously a lot more than the Renault, but even than the Honda. But I did just want to make sure that, you know, if you're fast in a straight line, you're going to be hard to overtake, and you're also going to be a little bit easier to overtake. Now, we should have Alonso here quite comfortably.
You'll be on the softs.
Can we get into turn one? Yes, we can. Look at that. We're overtaking people now. Now, of course, he is going to have DRS on the exit here. I've got a horrible exit. We'll get the battery power going. He's on our inside. Do we have to give this one up? Oh, he's there. He's still there. He's still there. I've turned out, and he's going to get me, I think. Is he? No. Now, his soft tyres may have seen better days.
Gap ahead is 5.1 seconds.
Caution. Where's there a caution? What's going on? Where's Giovinazzi come from? So
Green flag.
Alonso's binned it, and Giovinazzi's got past us somehow. Now Giovinazzi's on the soft tyre, so I just need to pause it for a second because the pedals are sliding away from me on the floor. That's something I need to try and fix for future episodes. Alright. See if we can now stay with Giovinazzi. That's not my best corner I've ever done. We've now got a Haas up our backside. Who is that? Schumacher. Alright, let's get on the battery power here. Now, he does have the inside here, which isn't ideal, and maybe what I should have done there, which would have been intelligent, is back out of it, let him get it, and then get him back with DRS. But, you know. We've got him covered. See if we can get back up to the back of Giovinazzi. There's cars in the pits, which is good. That's boosted us up the order a little bit. Is that a Red Bull? Never thought we'd see a Red Bull in the race. I think we are just starting to lose the rear tyres a little bit. Even with my part pack traction control on, we're sliding around a little bit when I try to accelerate. Where are we now? P10. Oh, off that curve. That's a bad curve to be on. What I need to do is just settle down, just pick my braking markers, not hit anybody, and just try and do a couple of decent laps as the tyres age here, because what we can do is we can really put ourselves in a good position when we get onto these soft tyres and everybody else is on the mediums. I've gone too deep there, I think. Almost lost it, just did enough. Yeah, we're definitely losing the tyres. And of course, if our mediums are going away, it's most likely worse for everybody else, so see if we can stay with Giovinazzi, get within that second for the DRS. Is he going to pull in the pits this lap, I wonder? No, he's staying out. We do have DRS.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. What we don't want to do, of course, this... Oh dear, this is not going to end well. 3 cars. Out of the way, Giovinazzi. You're not coming through there, mate. We still picked ourselves up DRS as well. We're sitting in 5th. This is getting a nosebleed. Now, of course, we're going to drop way down once we make our pit stop. Everybody else will come back past us. We've got a Mercedes behind us. That's not good. Let's just let him go. That Giovinazzi, cheeky bugger. Oh, this is going to end badly. Let's let him go as well. We've almost sent Norris up our backside. We've gone sliding into the corner. Way too many cars here for me to deal with.
Okay, let's try and take those places back.
Got a car on the inside. That's a Ferrari. We'll let them go as well. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, let's... Oh, just let Carlos Sainz go here. Oh, no, you, Charles Leclerc. Oh, we've got Sainz wants to have a go at us as well. This is not really where we want to be, is it? We are, of course, coming into the pits this lap.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
So it's sort of a case of why... Oh, Gasly, get the f*** out of the way, man. Alright, here we go. Let's go and get these soft tyres. Forgot to brake for the pits. I do have... well, you saw at the top, we have auto pits on. Yeah, that's just so we don't do anything silly.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Are we changing anything? We are changing the front wing. So this is going to cost us time. That's what you get for being an idiot on track. And let's hope these soft tyres...
Complete, go now.
7.5 seconds. That's going to really hurt us, isn't it? We've somehow managed to get out ahead of Charles Leclerc, though, so that's something.
Now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
We're down in P20, it looks like. Which, oh, that's a tight angle. Let's see what sort of damage we can do on these soft tyres. We have, what, 5-6 laps to go. Unfortunately, I think everyone that's behind us are the people that we've run into, so you don't get past me without damage. Oh, we need some good quality laps here. We've got Raikkonen in front of us. The main thing, I mean, we need to beat Mazepin, don't we? We can't beat Mazepin. Oh, Leclerc. I'm not good at that corner, Charles. You're just going to have to let me go. That's okay. What we can now maybe try and do, actually, is follow him, and you would imagine that the Ferrari is going to pick its way through the traffic, even though he is on medium tyres, is he? To our soft. Teammates in the pits. Go on, Artem. Oh, that's terrible.
Artem is in the pits. Artem in the pits.
Perez is out, so that gives us... Now, we'll get on the battery power here. We'll try and stay with Leclerc. Nice exit if we can. That should get us DRS.
Yellow flag.
Does.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
This is, I'm assuming, Sergio Perez.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Still P20.
Okay, clear.
So does that mean our teammate is out in front of us? Our teammate was in the pits. Alright, let's see if we can nail this corner. I think what I'm doing wrong there, actually, is I think I get to the second gear, and you've got to really, I think, almost roll it round in almost first gear, and I think I'm getting to second, and I'm just going in a little bit too hot. We've missed that completely. We do 2 for 1 going into that's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea. DRS. We should be able to get Latifi. Now, can we get Charles Leclerc as well here? I need to make a decision, don't I? Oh! Take that, back past the Ferrari. Jesus, Charles. Calm down, man. Oh, no. We'll let him get back past us, because that's fair enough. And then we'll just make sure we don't drive up the back of him. Because that's probably not fair enough. Can we go back the other way, though? Can we... Stay on the brakes, stay on the brakes. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely, I think that's what I'm doing wrong there. I definitely need to stay on the brake for just a little bit longer and get down to almost first gear.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
And a safety car at this point won't really help us. Everyone's made their pit stops. I think our tyres have seen better days, if I'm honest. I'm going to let the TP back past at this rate. Just need to settle down, get back into the groove, and see if we can get back up to the back of the Ferrari in front. We're going to have lost DRS here, aren't we? Get on the battery. See if we can keep Latifi behind. Now, of course, Latifi's going to have the Mercedes engine as well, which doesn't really help us.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
But we have just about done enough there. I broke way too early for that corner. And, well, this isn't really going as I'd hoped. 19th, we've gone backwards. We've had a few flashbacks. Soft tyres are... well, I'm going to say almost already dead. I think maybe in hindsight, the tyre to start on may have been the hard. And go that little bit longer into the race and then put the softs on. But you live and learn. Almost did the same thing again there. I'll never learn, will I? Alright, come on, folks, come on. I mean, I feel like the goal now is to maybe see if we can do a best lap of ours, a personal best lap. What have we got to go? 2 laps at the end of this one. Using up the battery. We're just trying desperately to get DRS, get on the back of Raikkonen if we can. I just need to pull the pedals back closer to me.
But be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
Let's see. Come on, let's get some DRS on Raikkonen for a last lap overtake. I think we just lost that chance somehow. Like, the main objective now is going to be, and almost certainly fail, to keep Alonso behind us.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.7 seconds. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Almost out of battery. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have any suggestions of what I can do to make the episodes, you know, better, more entertaining, other than drive better. I mean, that's the obvious one, isn't it? But I'm always all ears for that kind of stuff. All those sort of decent suggestions. Don't just tell me your shit, because I know that. No, take battery power off. But yeah, I mean, hopefully Markolov's done okay. We haven't seen him pretty much all race, have we? He's jumped us over the pit stops. And, yeah, we've not really seen him, but we're about to go on the last lap. We've got Latifi behind us. He's got DRS, it looks like. Well, you've got the last of the battery, but I think we're in a little bit of trouble here. On the brakes. Turned in. Oh, can we get the switch back here? Londo's in there somewhere. Oh, we're not going to come last, are we? Do you have anything left?
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Now, I think the obvious thing here is that maybe I'm a better qualifier than I am racer, and perhaps the... oh, we've got a winner. Perhaps the skill level maybe does need to go back down. I put it back up to 80. Maybe we need to go back to, was it 77 at the start? That might be something to look at. Do we have DRS? We don't have DRS. So it's looking as though it's going to be a bit of an embarrassing last place finish on our rendezvous. That's not going to help prove the doubters wrong, is it? I mean, we were up as high as P12 at one point, so there's certainly things to work on. We've beaten the Red Bull, but didn't finish, so that's something. But here we go, into the last corner. And, well, it's all just a little bit embarrassing, isn't it? Oh, well, that didn't go to plan. Aussie, what happened out there today, mate? Yeah, look, I'm not sure, to be honest. You know, we were, got a good start on the mediums. I thought, we'd finish the race strongly, but everybody jumped us in the stops. Don't know what happened there. We didn't have any pace on the softs. And, I kept crashing as well, which probably didn't help. Alright, so let's have a look at how things finished off. Hamilton beat Verstappen and Bottas. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? Norris and Ricciardo are there. Where did Artem manage to get? He got himself 15th. So we almost switched places, didn't we? Yeah, I mean, our fastest lap is competitive with Fernando Alonso, who beat us. It's consistency, isn't it? That's the problem. Yeah, with you guys' permission, I think what we might do is just look to drop the skill level back down to what did I say it was? 77 or so. But there we go. That's the driver's standings. We go and have a look at the constructors' standings. We can see them there. We need to come second last. We are currently last, but we'll work on that for next time. There we go. Not the start we wanted, but I will see you next time for Spain, where we will go again. We'll try and upgrade the car. I will update you on all of those things, obviously. But yeah, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, obviously. And until next time, I've been Aussie Villain. Take care.